The fuck do you think you're doing? How dare you come and sit in my chair? Who the hell do you think you are? You arrogant bastard.
Who does this fucker think he's talking to?
Bucket list beer time. Bucket list beer. Scott review things. Hello, how are you all doing? Hope you're keeping really well. And it's bucket list. Let me just adjust that camera because it looks on the wonk. Bucket list. You know, we've all got bucket list things in life. Bucket list places to go. Bucket list places to things to do. And bucket list food, bucket list beers. And this is one of my bucket list beers. Recently did Stone Brewing's Stone IPA on the channel. Was available in Asda. Don't know if it still is. Stone have sadly pulled out of the UK market, 50 markets, not just the UK. But they've pulled out of the UK market, so you're going to be able to get that in bottle shops. If you can still get that in Asda, 4 for 3, then fill your boots. But I was contacted by a lovely guy called Ed Linton, saying that he could get Stone Brewing stuff at his local bottle shop. And I was talking about Arrogant Bastard, this beer, and that was one I've always wanted to try, and I think he asked if I tried it. I said no, and he very kindly sent me a can as well as Double Bastard. I think they're an offshoot of canned by Arrogant Consortia, Escondido, Richmond, Virginia, made in the USA, but for all intents and purposes, Stone Brewing. It says drink fresh numbskull. Absolutely love the branding of the can with the sort of devil on it. And this, ABV wise, it's 7.2% on the ABV. Now the reason that I want to try this is apparently I like a bitter beer. I'm a huge fan of bitter West Coast IPAs, and I think this is bitterness up to the max. Watched some videos many moons ago, but stayed away from them because I want to go in as fairly blind as I can on this. So thank you ever so much, Ed Linton, for sending the beer over here. It really is appreciated. Anytime anybody sends anything to the channel, always sort of quite blown away by it. Just gonna check that I've pressed the fucking record button because I'm sat here talking to myself, which is generally what I'm doing anyway. But there you go. So Arrogant Bastard ale. I thought it was some sort of West Coast IPA. Still stand by that, but we're gonna get out 7.2%, 1 pint can. Absolutely tremendous. I'm going to use my open glass. This video is brought to you, the glass, by garagebar.co.uk, with a little hyphen between the garage and the bar. They've got a huge amount of branded glassware on their channel. Loads of it. We've got like the Kronbacher, we've got the Vorsteiner, I've got the Hofmeister one in there, so there's loads of them. And if you go, and very cheap, so like an Erdinger glass or a Paulaner glass on Amazon is going to set you back about 10, 11, 12 quid, and they're about £6 or £7 on garagebar.uk. And if you put in Scott Review things on your checkout coupon thing, you're going to get 10% off. So go and give them a look. So anyway, back to the beer, because that's just as important. Really looking forward to this. I'm expecting some sort of Westy sort of thing. Oh, I was expecting deep mahogany brown chestnut colour. That's got me by surprise. I thought it was like an OG Westy. You live and learn. But I'm hoping when you've built something up in your head for so long, I'm hoping it's going to live up to my expectations in the glass. Look like an old school sort of bitter, chestnut coloured in this like sort of deep dark reddish amber with one finger of smattering of off-white head. Looks pretty good in the branded glassware. But let's go for a nose. Beer sniffers matter. So malt forward for me. Malty. So caramel, bit of grapefruit in there as well. Sort of slightly slight pine, but not a huge amount. It does smell. It smells really nice. It smells like it's bad like as an American strong ale or something. Something along those lines. Looking forward to it. Better be bitter. I'm a very bitter man. Edlington, thank you very much. Cheers. Well, there's the bitterness. It almost takes you a little bit by surprise. It's like a ton of bricks. You go in, you get sort of a nice bitterness, that resinous, sappy, resinous pine is fucking really hanging around, and that bitterness is sat in there, still there now. And I like that. That's great. Up front. Nice sweet malt comes in to begin with, a little bit of sort of grapefruit pith, and then all of a sudden you're like whang, hit with this huge bitter piney resinous kick. It's really good, really good, and that lingers, and it really lingers on the back of the palate and in the back of the throat. It's no ABV or 7.0. I can say there's no sign of that ABV. Maybe there is a little bit. Maybe there is a little bit of the sign of that ABV, which I don't mind. I don't mind because it's all about, and it's hoppy, it's resinous, it's sticky, and you got that nice sweetness. But it's actually, I was gonna say, it's not balanced. There's no balance in that beer at all. It is all about that raging bitterness. No, it doesn't say how many IBUs are in here. I'm gonna say well north of 80 odd. No, it doesn't say. I'm going well north of 80. I had the what's that one from Baron that said it was 120 some IBUs. For me, this blows that out of the water. The IBU, International Bittering Unit, that's measured. The palate can supposedly take 1 to 100, 1 being the weakest, 100 being the most, and then it can't differentiate a higher than 100. That can't be far off. It is super bitter, and I like that because it dries your mouth out. And what I like about drying your mouth out is you want to go in for a little bit more, even though that's going to dry your mouth out even more. But that's fantastic. Really pleasurable. It's not going to be for everybody. It's a really pleasurable drinking experience. I'm interested in, I'm not going to do I'm just having the one tonight. I'll do the double bastard at the weekend. This will probably come out before the weekend, but that's an absolute experience and lived up to all of my expectations. Arrogant bastard ale. Never. And there is an arrogance. There's an absolute arrogance about that bitterness. It's like, you fucker. And I like that. I do like that. It's I'm very pleased that sometimes when you do things like meet your idol or you try something that you've wanted to try for ages, it doesn't always work out. That's worked out an absolute treat. Edlington, thank you ever so much for furnishing me with the Arrogant beers. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to give that a double thumbs up because it's tremendous. A tremendous beer. That piney, resinous bitterness is still sat in my mouth, and I've been, fuck knows how long I've been speaking for. Might have another bit now. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful beer. So it's not for everybody. If you like a very soft, pillowy, haze bomb juice boy, then that is not for you. You're fucked at that point. So Arrogant Bastard Ale, double thumbs up for me. Ed Linton, thank you very much. Garagebar.co.uk, thank you for the glasses. Go and give them some love. Scott reviews things at checkout, and you'll get your 10% off. I'm just going to go and finish that for the evening. You're welcome. If you've had Arrogant Bastard, let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Sad to see Stone no longer exporting their beers to the UK. That is a bad thing, because that's a cracking beer. That's a cracking beer. And we're just going to pay more for them now, unfortunately, through importing. So yeah, leave a comment in the comments box. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. There's a subscribe button somewhere. That doesn't cost anything, and it helps boost the channel ever so slightly. There's a join button, you get extra videos that no one else gets to see. Scott out, see you soon.